If you guys have been a subscriber of mine for a while now, you will know I used to have an insanely stacked Fortnite locker. Now, how do you think I did this? Well, at the time, I was on PlayStation, so I was buying all my V-Bucks with PSN cards. Of course, this would usually be extremely pricey and may take a while, so to call the nonsense, I began using Boost Gaming, a site where you can level up your gaming experience in just a few clicks, selling PlayStation cards, Xbox memberships, Nintendo top-ups, and even Spotify credits. And the best part, whereas competing sites tend to stock their products via the grey market, Boost Gaming does so through the brand itself, guaranteeing the most safe, reliable, and the best price you could possibly get. It's as simple as just purchasing your digital code that will be sent to your email in seconds, and you'll be boosted in no time. I honestly wouldn't mention this to you guys if I couldn't give complete confidence in this myself. Like, honestly, this site is just the best, and it saved me so much time due to its conveniency. I'll have a referral link down below where you can actually get a discount this way, so be sure to check that out, and I'm sure your Fortnite locker will look as good as mine in no time. Yo guys, what is going on? It's your boy Fxtch here, back with a brand new YouTube video. Now in today's video, I actually received this comment right here on one of my previous videos. I think it was like 2 days ago. I did like a color setting video, and I actually received a video about how to make your pump sound different. There's a guy called Pink who apparently has his like actual pump shotgun sounding different in Fortnite. So I went onto his channel. I can't actually show you guys a clip of how his pump shotgun sounds, but I guess you can go onto his YouTube channel if you want and have a look. But what it sounds like is kind of like what Mongraal Mitr0 and I think Benji, I don't even know if Benji Fisher uses it. I think it's actually just Mongraal and Mitr0, but basically it kind of sounds the same as like what Mitr0 and Mongraal are using. So they have like bass booted or enhanced audio in a sense, and that's kind of the same thing that this Pink guy is using. And someone commented on my video, they wanted me to make a video on it. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys how you can get the OG pump sound back, so that OG sound effect, which is actually the same sound effect that you could hear in Pink's video. That's why it's different. And also I'm going to be combining that with Mongraal and Mitr0 sound settings, so what also they use. And in this video, I'll be showing you actually an updated way how you can bass boot your audio and have your audio sounding pretty nice. So OG pump sound and bass booted enhanced audio, louder footsteps, your pump will just sound really good. So yeah, I'm gonna just cover that all in this video. If you go ahead to enjoy it in any way possible, just for me bringing you this information, the least you can do for me is slap that like button.
Like you cut, G.
It really does mean a lot how to push out my videos to further people. It literally takes 2 seconds, actually stop setting like goals, but let's set one for this video. Let's set 500 likes. That's going to be today's like goal. You know, if you want to go the extra mile, you can subscribe to the channel, post notifications turned on, you know, all of that normal stuff. Also use code Fxtch in the item shop, show proof in my Discord for a shout out. You don't have to buy anything, just put my code in the item shop. You know how this runs. But yeah, let's just get straight into the video. So guys, we're now over in Fortnite. What I'm going to do now is basically tell you how to get, I guess, the OG pump sound. That's literally what I'm going to be doing. And with the changes we are about to make within here now, and also what I'm going to show later in the video, you'll basically have the same sound settings as Mitr0, Mongraal, and also Pink, who someone actually suggested me to make a video on. So it's actually kind of simple to get the OG pump sound back. Now, I've literally got it right now. Let me actually change this to sound quality high, right? Basically, your Fortnite is kind of default set to high sound quality, right? So a lot of you, if you haven't ever tampered in your sound settings, this right here should be set to high. Now if I shoot my gun here, this is set to high. This is default sound settings. So as you can hear the pump sound there, this is technically the new pump sound, right? So for these pumps, this is a new sound. Now to get that OG sound, all you have to do is literally just change this to low. Now it's that simple. Press apply, and now you can hear my pump sounds slightly different. It's not the biggest difference, but it sounds slightly different. You can hear right there, this is the OG pump sound, and then if I change it here to high, it's a little bit different. Again, the difference won't be huge, but now this is set to low again, which is, I guess, now the default pump sound or OG pump sound. It now sounds a little bit different, and this is what you want to basically set it to. So literally as simple as going into your sound quality settings right here and changing this to low. Now I know Mongraal at this moment in time actually uses high, like he actually goes in between the two, so you can kind of see what you like best, right? You don't actually have to use the OG pump sound to get Mongraal's or Pink's exact sound settings. Like, it's just an option. Personally, I do feel this pump sound sounds a lot more, I guess, nostalgic. It's just a lot better opposed to maybe using high. And also kind of an issue with using high, it does say right here, high sound quality may sound better but may decrease performance. And yeah, that's kind of the downside. When using it on high, you get less performance. Now Mongraal kind of goes between the two. Right now he's using high. Mitr0, I think last time I checked, used low. And I know Fxtch, kind of another pro I thought I'd push into the mix. But yeah, Fxtch, I was literally watching his stream yesterday. He was using high and then he switched back down to low because he's now preferring low. Like, they're very indecisive. They go in between the two very often. But for now, like, I would say it's preference. It's like subjective, so choose choose what you want. I'd say to get closest to pink settings, are kind of the settings we're covering in this video, I would use it on low. For me, it sounds a lot more nostalgic, it sounds better, sounds more like the OG pump sound, and you will get a performance increase with this on low. So yeah, use low, and then the rest of the settings you can kind of copy. So obviously this is all subjective, depending on your, I guess, headset, like where you'd want these to be. I have mine on 50% because that is like good for me. I can hear the game well. 3D headphones you want off, and everything else you put them on off. Like if you use visualized sound effects, don't use that because that won't give you 3D audio. Like I know there's a setting here for 3D headphones. Now 3D audio is native to Fortnite. This is something completely different. You actually do have like directional 3D audio. So having this turned on actually does disable this feature, because what will happen, you'll now not get directional audio. So if you have this turned on, you can't hear, like based on your headset, directional audio. You can't hear like if someone's behind you, in front of you, it all just sounds the same. It's like a flat audio sound. It's kind of weird, and this can also decrease performance. So it's just you have this off if you are using it. I know a lot of people for some reason use this. And now moving on, assuming you have now chose what audio quality you want to use, whether that's high, low. Low is basically what Pink uses, I'm pretty sure, and high is what Mongraal is currently using. Again, it goes in between, but low is OG pump sound and high is not the OG pump sound. It sounds a little bit different. It's a new pump sound. It's not as nostalgic, but obviously that's all subjective. Once you have chose that, I'm over on my desktop right now. Now you have to make some enhancements within Windows to actually get that base booted finalized sound effect. Now all you have to do is go down to your little Windows search here and type in sound, and then you should see sound settings. You want to go onto that, scroll down until you see related settings. It should say sound control panel. You want to go into there. It should open up this right here. Now what you want to do is locate your headset, so whatever you hear audio through. Now mine's called speakers, yours may actually say headphones or headset. Mine is this right here. My audio is actually in some way linked or connected to like a mix amp kind of thing. It's like built into my monitor. It's like its own sound configuration thing. It's complicated. Mine says Sound Blaster Recon 3DI because that's how my audio runs through my PC. Yours should literally just say whatever the name of your headset is. So I use the Aerodynamic DT990s. So just say you maybe use this headset, or Astros maybe use Logitech G Pro headset. It would say that, like it should do, but it's kind of obvious which one is your headset. Like this is my headset technically. Also, it should probably just be the default device. So to test it, you can maybe play a YouTube video and you can see where the audio is coming up. You can see on this like visualizer where the audio is actually coming from. But yeah, once you found it, you want to right click it, go to properties, and hopefully you should see a tab at the top here which actually says enhancements. Now if you don't already see that, don't worry, I'm going to show you how to see it. Like for example in this case, I don't see it right now. So what I need to do, this also goes if you guys can't see it, and if you can see it, don't worry, just stay put for a second. You're actually all in the cleared. You have to wait here so I can describe this to the people that can't see it. And if you can't see it, what you want to do is literally just close out of this, double click this instead of like right clicking it, just double click it. It's just like control information, go to properties, press change settings, go to driver, and you need to update your driver basically. So just press update driver. You want to press browse my computer for driver software, and then you want to press let me pick from the list of available drivers on this computer. And then all you need to do is click this one right here. It should say high definition audio device, should be the top one. You want to click that and press next, and then you want to press yes, and then there we go. It should say Windows has successfully updated your drivers. You don't want to close this, and then it should tell you to actually restart your computer. So I'm gonna press no and then okay. And now what I'm actually gonna do is quickly restart my computer for the video so I can actually show you that I can now see the enhancement settings. But basically I'll just restart my PC and show you. Okay, so now I've restarted my PC. You just want to go back to your, this is probably what you've just had to do, and if you already had enhancements there, you just probably are just sitting here confused. You wouldn't have had to restart your PC there, but if you had restarted your PC, I'm gonna go back to my control panel, and now this right here, it's actually gonna change the name. So now mine says high definition audio device instead of Sound Blaster Recon 3DI or whatever it was, which was originally the name of the driver I was running on. Now I'm on high definition audio device, which is what we've just installed onto. Now hopefully this should now work. When I go to properties, I should now, yeah, right here I see enhancements. This is what we wanted. So literally just as simple as that. The reason you weren't seeing enhancements was you just didn't have the correct driver or update installed, but now we can all see it. We're now all on the same page. Hopefully that wasn't too complicated, but what you want to do here is, now this is the good stuff. You basically want to tick bass boot. You also want to tick loudness equalization. These are the only boxes you want ticked, so the rest need to be unticked. So just these two, top and bottom, I'm pretty sure it will be. And now you want to alter these, so click bass boot, go to settings, and what you want to do is have this set to 50 hertz, which should be the first option here, and then your boost level needs to be set to 15 dB, so right here. Now of course you can change this, maybe like keep this tab open when you load up your Fortnite and see what you actually prefer and are liking better. For me, I know Mongraal and Mitr0 are currently, or were currently, using these settings, and listening to Pink's gameplay, I'm pretty sure he is using these as well. They're like kind of the standard bass boot settings for Fortnite to make your pump sound and game generally sound a lot better and make footsteps sound louder, stuff like that. that. So yeah, should probably use these settings. I'd say these are like base settings you can use, and then just basically change them subjectively and just see what you like best. But for the most part, these should work well. You want to press OK, and then for loudness equalizations, you want to press settings and make sure this is on the 3rd notch. So 1, 2, 3. I mean, kind of the 2nd notch, but yeah, it should be default. But make sure it's set to this. It's release time. Press OK, and I'll press apply. Press OK again, and yeah, that's kind of actually it for the optimizations in Windows. Now I'm gonna press OK. Obviously, you make sure you apply all of that. I can actually exit out of here, and now I'm gonna be annoying again. For the most part, you'll probably have to restart your PC again here. Now you've applied those changes. So yeah, just quickly restart your system. I'm gonna do it quickly, and then I'm gonna load up Fortnite. So I've just restarted my PC right here. Basically, you just have to do it so all the changes apply like correctly or as they should. So now I've applied, loading up Fortnite right here, and I will show you the difference in audio. So I will get my editor to actually show like the previous clip, and then I'll play kind of the new sound, which I'm about to show right now. Alright, so we are over in creative right now, and I'm gonna just basically shoot my pump. So it already does sound a lot different, and sorry if you can't hear me over me shooting and stuff, but this is how it now sounds. It's kind of like more muffled in a sense. It's a bass, right? Because when there's more bass, it's kind of muffles the audio. It's hard to explain. It sounds thicker. This is it basically with low sound quality. This is the OG pump sound with the bass boot. You can hear it right here. And now I'm going to actually change it to high quality, so the new pump sound technically, what Mongraal is actually using. Let's listen to this here. This is basically what Mongraal uses. And even like building, you can hear like the builds have like a certain sound to them almost. I don't know, it's mainly when you edit, like hopefully you guys can hear that here. But yeah guys, you've now successfully done it. Like your pump should now sound like Mongraal's, Mitr0's. It's literally that simple, and it's obviously dependent on which sound quality you want to use. You can also change the bass, change the boost levels, stuff like that in your actual windows, depending on what you like. You can experiment with this, see what you like better. Also, I did forget, I'm actually going to show a comparison right now of before bass boot and then after. You can hear right there. This is how it now. So yeah, as you can see, there is a real big difference. And personally, I do prefer bass boot. Like, I really do like it. I actually prefer mine on low, because then I also get that performance boost, and it's still like a bass boot sound effect, if that makes sense. I personally do prefer this, and yeah, like my pump does sound really good. Like it makes me feel like I'm Mongraal when I'm using this. Now the only downsides to this is that basically this bass boot that you've just set within Windows will be system wide. So even when you're maybe on YouTube, you're listening to music, there will be more bass on anything on your system. So like literally the Windows error sound, that will literally be bass booted. And maybe when you listen to music, when you listen to, I don't know, Polo G, like he's going to be bass booted. It's not going to be a big difference, but it may ruin the sound of some other things on your Windows, which I guess could be annoying, maybe a downside to using this. And yeah guys, that is all I have for this video. Literally nothing more I need to talk about. I guess it's dependent on what you want to use, Pink's or Mongraal's Mitr0 sound effects. I would literally say don't copy any of theirs, and what you could do is mess with the bass yourself and see what you prefer best. I think bass boot sound effects are nice because you will now actually get like louder footsteps in a sense, and I think it just makes the game sound better. Like once you switch this, it's kind of one of those things where you never really want to go back. It's weird. I think the only downside is the fact that yeah, it's system wide. It affects music. I listen to a lot of music, and having music sound different, I don't like that change, right? So I usually do disable these enhancements when I listen to music. But if I'm trying to stream, maybe have music in the background of my stream, like the streamer always gonna hear what I hear. So they're gonna hear both bass booted music and in-game sound. So it's gonna be kind of like hard to balance. So if you stream, it could be an issue, but I guess Mongraal does it. So yeah. But if you guys did get to this point of the video, I did help you in any way, please drop a like for me. It's the least you can do. Subscribe to the channel, post notifications turned on. Therefore you never miss an upload on the channel just like this. Make sure when you are selecting notifications, you do select all. I know a lot of people don't do that, and that means you won't get notified for every video. I had a few people have issues with saying they don't get notified, like they're like, oh, notice didn't send out. It's mainly just because you haven't selected like the all option. You need to make sure you're doing that. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoys. I hope everyone has an amazing day. It's been your boy Fxtch, and yeah, peace.